Indian capital markets just received one of their strongest bullish signals this quarter, signaling structural momentum. The National Stock Exchange, or NSE, is finally targeting a September launch for its long-awaited 30,000 crore rupee IPO. This isn't just a headline, it's a massive liquidity event, coinciding with bellwether earnings that paint a robust picture for India's domestic economy. Here's why this timing is crucial. We are seeing powerful Q1 business updates. HDFC Bank, for instance, is leading Indian shares to a 10-week high with strong growth. Titan's business grew 41%, driven by jewelry and watches. Trent reported a 19% standalone revenue increase, largely due to its Zudio expansion. These aren't isolated incidents, they're strong indicators of resilient domestic demand. Why should investors care? This combination of a mega IPO and robust corporate earnings suggests a deepening of capital markets and sustained consumer spending. It means money isn't just flowing in, it's being put to work, creating a powerful feedback loop. This narrative directly challenges any lingering doubts about India's growth trajectory. Who benefits from this structural tailwind? Beyond the obvious bellwethers, the defense sector is experiencing a clear policy boost. Zen Technologies, HAL, and other defense stocks rallied up to 6% on the Defense Acquisition Council's 52,000 crore rupee approval. Cochin Shipyard also saw the government sell a stake through an offer for sale, signaling divestment and continued strategic investment. Hospitality stocks are also gaining pace, with Nomura backing players like the Leela and Indian Hotels ahead of Q1. But this doesn't come without risks. While the broad market sentiment is positive, specific segments face challenges. Kotak Mahindra Bank shares, for instance, fell 4%. Slow sequential growth in loans and deposits bothered investors, indicating that not all financial institutions are benefiting equally from the liquidity surge. Investors must be discerning, looking beyond generalized rallies. The supporting evidence for India's domestic strength extends beyond earnings. Corporate paper issuances hit a 5-year high at 2.53 lakh crore rupees in June, showing robust corporate borrowing and investment appetite. India's office leasing also hit a record as multinationals expand despite global uncertainty. This indicates fundamental economic activity and confidence in long-term growth. However, there are counterarguments. The NSE IPO, for example, failed in 2016. Its return now is remarkable, but so is the risk. While the broader market indices, Sensex and Nifty, have gained for a fourth straight session, some individual small-cap listings, like Astha Spintex, debuted at a discount. This reminds us that even within a bull market, careful due diligence is paramount. Now, let's pivot to the global market implications. While India shines, the global AI trade is evolving. Nasdaq just jumped over 1% as chip stocks rallied, fueled by investor expectations for AI earnings. TeraWulf, for example, jumped on a $19 billion data center lease deal with Anthropic. However, Morgan Stanley suggests AI investors may pivot from chip makers to hyperscalers, implying a shift in the value chain. That leads us to a bigger question about global liquidity and FX. Traders are most positive on the dollar since 2015 as a Fed hike looms. Hedge funds, conversely, are most negative on the Japanese yen since 2007. These divergences signal capital flow shifts and yield pressure. The New York Fed reports supply chain pressures eased in June, which should temper inflation, but the dollar's strength indicates continued demand for safe haven assets and higher rates. The next signal comes from commodity markets. Oil slides to a fresh 5-month low as oversupply signals mount, with Saudi Arabia slashing its main oil price to a rare discount. This is a significant development, especially as Iran may find it difficult to clear its oil inventories even after sanctions relief. Lower crude prices could be a tailwind for import-dependent economies like India, but signal slowing global demand elsewhere. Regarding capital flow implications, the SEC is mulling new ETF rules as the $16 trillion boom disrupts the status quo. Retail investors increasingly use ETFs as a tool for alpha, not just passive investing. This democratized access to markets, combined with structural shifts like SpaceX's Nasdaq 100 inclusion, highlights a dynamic repricing of assets globally. This matters for how capital gets deployed and where the next big moves happen. Looking at breakout watch candidates, Cochin Shipyard remains compelling. With defense approvals and government divestment, it has strong policy tailwinds and earnings visibility. Globally, TerraWulf is on breakout watch as its data center lease deal with Anthropic solidifies its position in the AI infrastructure build-out, pushing its relative strength higher. We are also watching companies like Shakti Pumps, given the broader domestic manufacturing theme. Conversely, some assets enter trim consideration. HDFC Bank, while strong, shows signs of extended outperformance versus sector peers after its rally, suggesting a valuation reassessment might be due. Globally, SK Hynix enters trim consideration. After its recent $28 billion US IPO announcement tested its $1 trillion AI rally, we are watching for potential profit-taking as growth expectations might be getting excessive in the short term, despite long-term tailwinds. The forward-looking market setup reveals divergent narratives. India is positioned for continued structural momentum, driven by domestic consumption, infrastructure, and a deepening capital market. However, the global landscape presents a complex interplay of AI-driven tech booms, shifting FX dynamics, and a potential commodity oversupply. Investors should prepare for a capital rotation, favoring clear policy tailwinds and resilient domestic demand, while carefully navigating global crosscurrents. To stay ahead of these structural capital rotations and deepen your understanding of institutional-grade market intelligence, make sure to subscribe to SMANI News. We'll see you in the next breakdown for more actionable insights.